A few weeks ago, we decided we were going to get a boat at 5:30 in the morning and chant japa on the boat. And we did it. We just kind of floated down the Ganges very slowly. And all along the Ganges, along the Ganges, the Ganga, you will see little temples. One here, one in some places they're very close together, and also along the Jalangi you'll see some temples, but especially along the Ganga, every organization, if they build a temple, they want to have it close to the Gangas. And if you're in Mayapur, you'll see a temple started by this sannyasi, another one by this sannyasi, and sometimes the temples are just a few hundred meters away, and then the main road from Jalangi up to Chaitanya Mat, there's about 5-6 temples. So we were seeing the domes of the temples. Practically anywhere in Mayapur, if it's clear, not practically, anywhere, for miles and miles, you can see the TOVP because it's so big. And there was an obvious contrast between the TOVP and the other temples. There were many, 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 many small temples and then one big TOVP. And I was thinking, by looking at the TOVP, it's like, what feeling do I get here by seeing this big building and seeing so many little buildings? That I was thinking, the TOVP obviously couldn't be built without the cooperation of the worldwide ISKCON. And the Gaudiya Matha was not able to build such big temples and expand them as well as ISKCON, because the Gaudiya Matha became divided over who would be the Acharya, and many were not even part of that dispute. They were just frustrated with it, and they went off, started their own temples, which is why you see different branches of Gaudiya Matha, because the original organization didn't stay together. And this is not to fault anyone, because even Prabhupada couldn't really work within it. It was just an unfortunate situation. So when I was looking at all these temples, and I thought, if you have the ability to work together, then you can build something very special. If you don't have the ability to work together, then you're left with creating small organizations rather than one large organization. And so that was Prabhupada's mood. Prabhupada actually wanted to get all the Vaishnavas to work together. That was his thinking. The more we can work together, the better we'll be, the stronger we'll be, the more we can do. And then when we don't work together, then we're forced to have little smaller temples. And of course we know the ISKCON temple has become the most popular temple here. And I think we can give ourselves credit, because even though it's difficult, we stay together, we work together, we try to work out differences. And it shows the power of that. And that's what Prabhupada saw. He saw the power of staying together. And so it was just graphically visual when we were on the Ganges, seeing all these little temples. I was thinking, yeah, that's what happens when an organization can't work together. They split up, individuals create their own organizations, and then you look at the TOVP and say, oh, that's what happens when the organization stays together. They can do something more powerful than they can do as single units or independently. So I just wanted to share that realization, not a criticism, just an observation. Because often when I see the TOVP and I'm with other devotees and we're at a distance, I say, what are you feeling right now by seeing that? And they have the devotees say, feel different things. And one of the things that I always feel when I see it is Bhakti to Prabhupada. This could not happen without that devotion. Cooperation, united international society working together, that you couldn't do a project like this unless you had a high level of cooperation on an international level. So when you're here in Mayapur, when you see the TOVP, it's a bit of an emotional experience, and different things will come to your heart, and that's what came to my heart. Hare Krishna.